1, prepare.
We're not prepared.
Check that off the list. 2, stay sober.
Not happening.
Welcome to the best kind of worst.
No one fucking cares.
Everyone cares.
Who?
I care.
Dick suck.
So there I am in the parking lot. Underwear and a guinea.
Hang out in the backseat of a 7-Eleven.
It's animal!
We might die.
So you want to talk about those lesbians?
We need a Bay update.
I slept on the fucking tile! Alright, you want to clap one more time?
One more?
Yeah, because I don't know if I got
One mo again?
Yeah, one more time.
Well, that was like a 1.5 delay from what I heard, so we'll see how this works.
You want me to try clapping?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not, because there's no way for me to hear it on this end. All right, one more time. Oh, yeah.
A bunch of claps in there.
I doubt that did anything.
There's a bunch of claps in there.
Yeah, clap back, son.
Yeah, I think you changed it so where now I can see the actual
You should be able to see the time.
1,
Can you see time?
2. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
What the fuck
if
is
not,
up?
there's a... what's up? Oh, God. You gotta put it back on the thing, because I heard myself, didn't I?
I don't think so. Yeah, I plugged you back in.
All right.
Yeah,
I heard
You're only in my... Oh, because I yelled.
Are we coming in? Did you get a song, or is this a start of it? You saying, what's up?
What's up?
We could start it with that.
Yeah.
Or we could just put all of this in.
Yeah, we should.
We should just put all of this in. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah. So let's take this back to last week. When I was re-listening to the episode to do some quotes, the last 2.5 minutes...
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Probably the greatest. I was dying laughing.
Really?
I
didn't listen to the
dying.
whole thing, but I just remember it was jock jams and us saying we were going to be done.
Yeah.
Right? Is that about right?
Go to about 2 minutes and then just let it play out 2 minutes. It was
right.
fantastic. It really was.
I'll have to do that.
So,
I'll have to do that.
Uncle Booba's coming in remote this week. Remotely.
Coming in remote.
Yeah.
Coming in remote. What's up? Episode 31.
31.
Right? Is that right?
That
That's
dirty,
right.
that dirty plus one.
That dirty plus one. That dirty plus
one.
fresh out the womb.
Yeah.
You know?
You ever had that dirty plus one, son?
Probably a few times.
Oh, hello. See how we're looking here. Not that I would ever know what the fuck I'm
How are
doing.
you? What do you mean?
Who knows? Sounds
Who knows?
good.
You know what? We're international now, baby.
We're international.
We're international now.
No, we're global.
We're global.
We're global. Oh, shit.
Think globally, act locally. Right?
So, you had a big
We're
week
acting
this week.
global.
Oh.
Did I, though?
Yeah, I mean, you started a new jobby.
Did I, though? I mean, I started that last week, but that's okay. No one's counting.
Was it last week, too? Did you go in? Yeah, you went in
Yeah, I was in last week.
like midweek, though. You didn't go in Monday, did you?
Sure did. Sure did.
Oh, shit.
You were already gone, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were already gone. This is week 2.
So how's
week 2.
how's work life?
Oh, just trying to get back into a routine. Actually works. It's good. It's good and bad in a sense that I go in an hour later than I'm used to, or I used to go in. So, it's like an hour shifted. So I go in an hour later, get out an hour later. But now with going to the gym, 5 a.m., still been keeping up with the 5 a.m. club.
One day.
Oh, you one day?
No,
Or
you
saying
one
me
day.
one
You only posted one day.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, but I don't post shit. You post everything. So I made a point to make sure I at least posted something.
Yeah.
No, but me and old Mikey boy have been going.
Traded me out for someone whiter and taller. Better looking.
He is whiter and
better
taller.
looking.
Okay. Well, you left me.
You're trading
and-
up. Trading up. That's what I'm getting at.
You left me.
Yeah.
I was just a little old schoolboy left all alone with his
shit.
dick in his hand, you know?
I left you with your cock in your hand.
But, so it works out because it gives me enough time to still go in at 5 a.m., you know, out around by 7, home 7-ish, you know, shower, clean up, eat, head to the studio. So it works out. But then by the time I get fucking home, I'm dead tired. I'm eating dinner at fucking 8, 9 o'clock. And then I do it all over again. So I'm just trying to get adjusted to it, you know?
Yeah.
Just getting adjusted to it.
It's not too bad, though.
But overall, it's really good. It's a good experience. It's a good work environment to be in. And there's just a lot of shit to do. You know, we're formulating a whole new TV show concept that was only somewhat, I mean, there was an outline, but nothing was really figured out. And we basically have, you know, a month to figure it out and prep everything and pull assets to build a website. And we're going to build an app. And, we're building multiple apps. We got a developer in there a couple days a week working on building apps for, you know, fucking Amazon and Roku devices and shit like that. So it's a pretty hefty task that we've gotten ourselves into.
Daddy's in the big time.
I don't know
Daddy's
that I
hitting the
want to
big
give
time.
too much away. I don't know. You know, they're waiting on a big press release for everything, and
Hitting the big time.
but looks like it should be a bit of traveling to some crazy motherfucking places I've never been to. The best part about that, Swole, all Swole. Can we call him All Swole?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he is older.
All Swole.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
He's going to be in the general vicinity of one of the places I'm going.
Come on, man. We can't give all that out. Come on. He's going to get mad at
I
us.
said general vicinity
Man, he's going
of
to get so
one
mad.
of the places I'm going. That's all I'm saying. But, I didn't say it. The best
East.
part.
All I said was east.
Best part. I'll be there 2 months before him.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, that's great.
I
know?
loved his
Was hoping
message
to
the other night.
Meet up with them.
I loved his message the other night. He was like, -20 and I'm homeless.
That's great, dude. That road to 200 was a real thing. We almost had him there.
Oh, yeah.
We almost had
He
him on
clocked
that
in at
road.
193.
We had him. We had him on the road to 200,
he was
but he
there.
was almost He was almost at the end of the road.
Yeah. Of his life, probably.
But both.
Both, yeah.
All of the everything you can want to put out there.
I didn't think he'd go north of 190 because I've never seen him that big. I didn't think it was possible for him. I mean, unless he did steroids, which he needs to do a couple of regimens of that.
Yeah, just
We all
drop a
should.
couple balls.
We all should. But that picture message today, 193.
That was
God
pretty hard.
damn.
That was pretty hard. We pushed him. Almost made it.
Yeah.
Almost made it.
Just when we, because we always say how we broke him. Just when we think we can't break him anymore, we just break him a little more.
It keeps coming back for more.
Shit. Man.
But anyway, yeah. So just getting adjusted to the new schedule, and
Not bad.
frying my brain every day, just figuring shit out.
Yeah.
But so shall we go into the global aspect?
Yeah, I'm back in school for a semester, so I'm abroad. Broad.
You're abroad.
Broad.
Are you a hot broad?
I mean, I hope somebody finds me hot, I guess.
I don't know though. I answered the phone and you had them nips out.
Oh, they're always out. It's hot here.
Is it really hot?
Yeah.
It's been chilly here this week.
It's honestly not that bad. It's like mid 80s and
Well, that's not bad, but you don't have central air.
Yeah, we don't have central air and shit like that. So, and then if you leave the windows open, all the critters come in.
Probably terrible insulation.
It's just block.
Yeah, so no insulation.
No.
It just holds. It just holds whatever the temperature is.
Yeah.
So if it's hot outside, it's hot inside.
Block and some particle boards, little dry, what's that thin plywood? Plywood.
Plaster.
So yeah, I'm gonna be here
maybe a couple beer cans.
I'm gonna be here till April, so we're now a global company.
We're global for the next couple months. Yeah. We're global, babe. Global, babe.
Oh shit.
So how? So you've been there week and a half or so? How's that going?
It's fine. My back is killing me. Bed's terrible, like next level bad. I don't really have this chair's awful.
Yeah.
That's about it. It's terrible.
How's the toilet seat?
It's better than the one you have.
That is probably a true statement. That thing is a piece of shit. It just gets worse every goddamn day.
At least my ass don't fall off every time I sit on it.
I replaced the bolts and the fucking thing still spins on me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Every time I go to
I should just go buy a new one and put it on, and then when I leave, just put the old one back on.
We got to get you a Tushy, son. We got to get you a bidet.
That sounds nice.
Shout out Tushy. No,
I wouldn't mind spraying a little water in my butthole sometimes, right?
Of course. That's just
Get you a good cleanse.
Hygienic. Hygiene. No,
hygienic.
And I always tighten that bolt before I sit down because I know I just stick my hand down there and I just twist it a couple times and I'm still nearly falling off.
Well, that's what I figured out. I thought it was the bolts, so I replaced the bolts. Come find out, not the bolts. You can have them perfectly tight, and it still wiggles. And because it wiggles, the bolts are always coming loose.
Yeah.
So I actually wasted money buying bolts, and I think I'm just going to have to go buy another seat. It's also, I don't know, it kind of makes it interesting, though. It's kind of like a ride, you know?
Well, it's like the world's most deadliest catch, the world's most deadliest game. Like, while I'm pinching this off,
deadly as shit.
Gonna fall?
Gonna break a hip?
Gonna fall?
Maybe.
When I turn around to get a good little wipe, gonna fall?
Gonna die.
Am I gonna do a pirouette like Tanya Harding?
Maybe.
Maybe a double axle right to the wood floor?
Oh. See.
Getting fancy. I told you we're global now.
Although if you really fall though to the left, which is the way it usually shifts.
Yeah, you're going in the shower.
You're just gonna end up in the shower. Yeah. Then you just kick it on and there's your bidet.
Yeah, true story.
Toot that ass up.
If I ever did fall into the shower, I'm just taking a shower.
You just turn it on.
Yeah, I'm just taking a shower.
You just turn it on.
Oh, shit.
That's it. And you just go from there. You never know.
It's only up from there, baby. It's only up.
Yeah. You get yourself a clean ass. You start the day off right. Or, continue the day right if it's a midday shit. End the day right if it's an evening shit.
We talked about this last week. The
moment
shitting? Yeah. But, I mean, I'm always talking about it. But the moment you get out of the shower and you have to take a shit, that is the worst.
It is the worst thing that could ever happen.
The worst thing in the world.
You just turn around, you get back in the shower, you start the day over again.
Yeah. I mean, crawl into bed for all I care. Set the alarm for 5 minutes. Let it ring.
Give yourself a few. Just start over. Just completely start over.
If there's a restart button on the day, hitting it.
Going to sleep for 5 minutes.
I'm going to get a little 5-hitter. I'm going to get up. I'm going to retake a shower.
Yep.
And I'm going to act like the first, 17 minutes of my morning just didn't happen.
Am
I late for work? I'm late for work.
Does it matter?
Don't matter.
No. Late for work? Yes. Matters? No. Much better day? Absolutely.
You want me to be productive? I can't be having that. I'm going to think about it all day long.
All day. Your ass is going to feel weird the whole day.
Come lunchtime, I got a little itch. I'm going to be pissed. Now I want to take a half day. Daddy's taking a sick day.
There's something about it too where it's like as soon as you get out, you have to shit. So then you're sitting down half wet. That is one of the worst shits to ever take.
Yeah, because it doesn't come out whole. It starts to like
wet shit.
Yeah.
Ugh. Then you're slipping and sliding.
It just gets everywhere.
Ugh.
Now you're stuck wiping for a half hour.
Ugh.
You might as well literally just go take a shower.
That's
Start all over.
like it's like in the summer when you go swimming and you got to take a shit. Those are always terrible. You know?
I've never had that. Thank God.
Terrible. You got to go in, you got to sit down all wet.
I'm not even a big fan of like peeing in like the water, like the ocean. I'm not even like the biggest fan of that.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you get out of the pool, get out of the ocean, go take a shit, sit down, it's terrible. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
Not at all. That's my New Year's resolution for 2019, to not have one day where I take a shower, then have to shit. If that happens,
Dude, if
my
I could
whole
go a
year is ruined now.
If I could have a year without that, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah. That
Hasn't happened yet.
What are we, day 16? I'm 16 days strong.
Knocking on some wood, babe. 16 days in. Knocking on some wood.
Man, Theo Vaughn was on Rogan the other day, and I caught like 10 minutes of it. It might be the best that they've had. It was.
Oh, yeah. I saw he was on. I haven't watched it yet.
I had to turn it off.
Yeah.
Because they get in these deep, like, philosophical conversations.
Oh, God. That's great. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's definitely on the list.
Oh, man. So,
one
of my favorite quotes of the week from John Jones. Absolutely no jet fuel was found on the murder scene. All of his
that's pretty good.
All of his post-match blood tests came back negative.
Yep. That's good.
Absolutely no jet fuel.
Not even a 50th of a grain of salt.
No, not even 1 picogram. So we can put that whole picogram crap to rest.
That's what
hopefully.
It was. I don't know. I'd like to keep using it in my day-to-day life.
Oh yeah, just
if I could remember what it is, picogram.
Have it in your common vernacular.
Picogram. I'm gonna have to try to use that tomorrow. Sometimes I like to say a little cunt hair. You know, when you're just trying to, like, with designing stuff and editing and color correcting and all the shit that I do, sometimes you just need like that much more, you know, just a little sliver.
Just a little cunt hair.
Just a little cunt hair.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. I might need to start working in just a little picogram.
Oh, picogram.
When it's like minute, you know, when it's minute,
That's
when
good.
it's just like, it ain't quite a cunt hair, you know, when a cunt hair just doesn't do it justice. I need a picogram.
That's pretty good. I'm
I
on
need
board.
a picogram.
I need a little picogram.
Yeah. Little picogram. Gonna have to use that.
Picogram.
Yeah.
So what else? What happened this week? You closed out the weekend at Topgolf with Uncle Swole.
Yeah, so Uncle Swole, it was his last weekend in. Let's see, last week I don't think much happened. Yeah, not much happened. And then so it was his last weekend in. Vintage and Lady Vintage came to town. And so we pretty much spent the weekend with them. Went to a little steakhouse Friday night. Got all I don't know, suited and booted.
Ooh, yeah. Heard you wore a collared T-shirt.
Yeah, I wore a golf polo.
A golf polo. I'm proud of you. It's about time you started taking your life serious. You know, because
Swole was pushing me hard on the pizzy.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know,
I mean, you gotta do what's right.
So,
you know, hey, you can't eat at my table if you don't have a collar on your shirt.
Well, you know, I can't even get into it. I can't. I'm gonna have to. Maybe you already. I don't know. Ask me later.
Gone too far already.
But when you eat in a $60 steak,
Does it make you feel like more of a man?
when you're eating a $60 steak,
Do you feel like fucking it?
oh, yes. But
I thought we were going to keep going. I thought you were going to ask me again. When you're eating this, I was just going to keep going.
when you're eating a $60 steak,
Did you rub it on yourself?
I rubbed it on my mouth.
No, I've never been to.
you know.
I've never been to the establishment that y'all went to.
You just, it was my first time. It
Let
was
me
my
ask you a
first time
question.
going.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Brother to brother, how are the accoutrements at this establishment?
The accoutrements.
How are the accoutrements?
Accoutrements. I'd say there was definitely some tasty accoutrements.
I'm just asking, were there some snacks that weren't actually on the written menu?
That's what I was getting at.
There we go.
That's what I was getting at.
I mean, I know they're known for their steaks. But do we
There were
have
some tasty treats.
Do we got a couple side dishes too? Maybe a little Tizer? A little Tizer?
Tizer? Tizer.
What kind of cut did you get? What kind of cut? I bet you, I bet you Swole went with the fucking sirloin.
No. I think most of the table got the dry aged ribeye.
That's a good choice. All right.
Quite a fine steak.
What'd you go with?
Quite a fine steak. That's what I got.
That's good. That's a good cut. It's a good cut.
Yeah. You know, it was either go, well, I'm going to spend $45, $50 on a steak, or I just get the extra kicker and go for it, you know? So you go for it.
When in Rome, drink from the aqueducts.
Drink. Suck.
Well, I'm glad the accoutrements lived up to
I suppose.
my thoughts.
I suppose. I don't even want to know what the Hatties cost. Is that how we're saying it?
That's how he was saying it, I guess.
I hate that.
I'd rather just say it.
We had a
Manhattan.
Yeah, we didn't even have Manhattan, so I just wanted to put it out there. But we actually had old fashions. But
he's on this. He's on this artisan drink kick. And don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love an old fashioned. I love a Manhattan.
I'd rather just drink me some whiskey with an ice cube.
Well, if I'm going to drink those, I want to drink them either at a place that specializes in mixology, you know, like a speakeasy or something like that. I will, ology. Or I just make them at home. I'm never going to order that at a restaurant. Just give me some whiskey neat. I don't even need the ice cube. Save them for someone else.
Yeah. I like one or two in there, depending on how much whiskey. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just want that shit straight up. But I do usually enjoy, a few fingers times two with, a cube or two. Just enough to give it a nice little chill, but not completely water it down.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. No,
But I don't even want to know what those cost. I didn't see them on the check. But
were they good?
I know. Oh, they were good, but I know they were overpriced.
Of course.
You know.
That place isn't.
If they were less than $15 a pop, I'd be very surprised.
Oh, they're probably 18 or 20, but that place is known for its food, not its drinks. It's not like going to Cooper's Hawk. You're going to get a good plate of food, but you're also going to get an excellent wine, right?
Yeah.
So you don't mind paying a little premium for that little wine kicker because you know that's good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and it was good, but had I known how much they were, I probably wouldn't have had 4 of them. Oh. And then we went back to the White House and drank a bottle of that Basil Hayden stuff that we had here. So me,
Was that one of the bottles that Swole stole?
so we went back to the house and had a bottle of Basil Hayden. That's the one that we had the weekend you were here, and old Vinny came up. The bottle that we had that night.
Oh, he actually paid
that he
for
made,
that.
That he made the Hatties with. But so what are we calling them? Father vintage?
Senior
Vintage. Signore. He had bought a bottle of the Basil, and so we got back to the house, and Brandon was like, "Oh, you want to have a glass of Basil before bed?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, sounds good."
What is he taking you to bed?
Me, Vinny, and Swole drank the whole bottle, and then went to bed, and both Senior and Senorita vintage woke up the next morning and were both at separate times walking out of the room going, "They drank the whole bottle?"
I mean, what did you think? We just had this conversation.
I know.
We literally just had this conversation with both of them. Like, hey, I think someone's a little out of control. And I don't know why they were surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. Both of them drank the whole bottle. Yep. So Saturday we spent some time in Dunedin. Vinny finally picked out a tux for the wedding.
Oh, is it nice?
And,
did you see it?
Yeah. He showed me a picture of it. We didn't go. We met him at lunch after, and then I had a little film fest, and then I met back up with them later that night. But yeah, it's a blue suit.
I
Pretty
knew
nice.
he was gonna go with some fucking.
Of course,
color.
of course he was. It actually it looked nice.
I'm
It was
surprised he
pretty
didn't go
nice.
with seersucker.
He needed to.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. If I ever have to walk down that aisle, that's what you boys are wearing. You're wearing seersuckers.
I'm in,
I'm gonna
babe.
make y'all look
I'm
like
in.
douchebags.
I'm in. Already look like douchebags most of the time.
I know, man. I embrace it these days. Fuck it.
But so we went and had lunch with everyone, and then fucking I had a film fest over in Dunedin, Cleveland, the one that we had interviewed David about.
Yeah.
That was playing over at the Dunedin Film Festival. A lot of good films there. Went and spent a few hours, browsed around, perused around. They were playing at a bunch of the different breweries over there, which was kind of cool. And then met back up with Vinny and Swole for the Dallas game, and then Sunday was Top Golf. So it was a pretty eventful weekend.
Pretty expensive weekend.
Yeah, definitely a little on the pricey side. Good thing we got that search money.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Very, very thankful.
Yeah.
Very thankful. It was very nice. But yeah, it was a good weekend.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Good
So
stuff.
holidays are over.
Are they though?
I mean, I hope
Don't we got
so.
a holiday coming up?
We got that.
We got a holiday coming up.
That Cupid Day, son. What you doing for Valentine's Day? You gonna go all out?
I don't
Go all out?
fucking know.
You gonna get them
fucking- I don't-
roses? You gonna get a
Dude.
rose?
Every rose has its thorn. That's what we should have come into. No, we'll say. No, stop it. We'll save it. We'll save it.
All right.
We'll save it. I feel like Monday, MLK Day. This
Oh,
coming
that's right. Because
Monday.
Black History Month's coming up in February, right? We're like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
out.
so we gotta have our let everybody know it's coming.
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Get everybody prepped. Yeah, so that's on Monday, and so let's salute that before we get to the bullshit holiday.
What, MLK Day?
No, Hallmark
Oh, yeah.
roses. We're gonna salute to the MLK Day.
Fuck yeah.
and then when the bullshit days come up, we'll get shot in the ass by a little flying kid, I guess.
I guess a flying baby that wants people to fuck. It's weird.
Yeah, it's rapey. It's rapey.
So, the government shut down. We talked about that last week.
God, it still is shut down, isn't it?
Swole's still getting paid, so we're good. But
is he though?
a big topic's the wall, right? The wall.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard a little.
So I dropped a little.
Want the wall. They want the wall. They don't want to give the wall. They want the wall. They don't want to give the wall. Shut down.
I dropped a little picture in our note file, our shared note.
Oh, yeah, a little learn you file?
From Jim Acosta. And it's basically...
I don't know who that is.
It's basically... I don't know who he is either, but he's a news reporter.
All right.
He's
let me find the folder.
He's at the wall, right? He's filming, and
It's in the episode notes?
Yeah. He's at the wall, and he's filming, trying to tell people how it's not a national emergency, and the wall's fine. Read his Twitter thing.
I found some steel slats down on the border, but I don't see anything resembling a national emergency situation, at least not in McAllen, Texas area of the border where Trump will be today. Okay.
I found part of the wall down, but I don't really see it as a national emergency. He's also at the most modern portion of the wall, not the chain link fence portion, which is like crazy.
Most of it.
So
well, see, the thing is, that's the thing that gets me is there's already a fence / wall there. We're just trying to get a better one. And
oh man, we
so
lost Oli on the phone.
I don't quite understand the outrage. Oh, hold on. Apparently he's calling me back because I must have lost him.
No.
Must have lost you.
Must have lost you.
Oh, hold on. That's going to be echoey. Hold on. Let me get you back in these things. Hold on. Apparently it's not connecting here. Give me one more second here. It's coming. It's going to come. Oh, and we're good.
You just kept saying "come," so
but, I know. I saw you. You were getting after it.
So he's at the most modern portion of the wall.
So
saying that there's already slats down.
So this is not sure if you heard any of what I had started saying. This is the part I don't understand. They want to the rubs, right? The rubs want the wall, and the docs don't want the wall, right?
Exactly.
So the rubs want the wall, the docs don't want the wall. All the docs screaming about racism and the wall don't need it, shouldn't have it. We already have a fence / wall.
We do.
They're just trying to
make it more efficient.
2, make it more efficient. 3, help with the safety of the Border Patrol people. Exactly. Help with the safety of the country. And I'm not necessarily pro-wall.
We're not keeping
I know it probably
the Mexicans
sounds like
out.
it. But I'm trying to look at it from this side of there's already a wall there, per se.
Exactly.
It's just not a very good one. So we're just trying to make it better. Because any country you go to has a border of some sort. Okay, I've been through a lot of them. And there's long-ass fences / walls. That's what it is. We're not trying to keep anybody out. We're just trying to manage who comes in and how they come in. And there's already a fucking wall there. So we're just trying to make it more economical. That's probably not the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say.
The big thing about the wall...
Trying to make it better.
The big thing about the wall is that the cost of the wall, right?
Of course, it's going to be a pretty fucking penny.
Here's an interesting thing that I found this week, and this is where you're going to get even more lost.
Oh, boy.
So the southern border, our southern border with Mexico, we employ 17,000 Border Patrol officials. 17,000 to patrol that wall.
That's a lot.
In the last month,
But it is a fairly big border.
In the last month, we and the Mexican Border Patrol have found 3 underground tunnels and shut those down, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
The north border with Canada has only 2,000 Border Patrol agents.
Because none of them are trying to come down here.
Exactly. Well, guess what a Democrat said this week?
What?
And I think looking at the Canadian border is definitely a place I want to go. They basically were shitting.
What does that even mean?
They were shitting on the Mexican border and then advertised for a wall between us and Canada.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Forget Mexico. The Democrats turned focus to porous Canadian border.
That makes no sense.
So let's shit on the southern border and let's say how horrible it is and how racist our president is. But let's now make a northern wall.
But let's look at the border. That's what, 3 times the size?
Oh, 3 times at least.
At least, right? I mean, think about how much Mexico covers. Just that little bottom southern portion. Now, it is a good portion. It runs from Cali to Texas. That's a good chunk. But Canada literally runs the whole length of the country.
I agree wholeheartedly. I just...
And then some.
It's astounding to me. 2000.
It's just them trying to be on a different side.
Yeah, 2,000 employees.
Again, it goes back to your boy Jay Washington, and I said Jay because I want to say George. Okay, Jorge Washington.
The bipartisan
system will kill this country.
It is. No, it takes 2,000 people to patrol a border that is 3 times the size of the one between us and Mexico. It takes 17,000 employees to patrol the Mexican border, and we're still getting drugs across, and we're still getting sex trafficking, we're still getting crime, we're still getting violence. We're not trying to block the Mexicans out. We just want to make it safer for
help
the people that live
everybody
and inhabit close to the border, the people in the cities that are close to the border, and also the people that work there to make sure that there's no tomfoolery. It's very cut and dry.
Exactly.
It's very cut and dry.
It's pretty simple. But because it's Trump and because
it doesn't make any sense
because
to me.
it's Trump and because it's the bipartisan system and they always have to be against each other, here's where we are. And because we're in the outrage era, everything's fucked. Everything's fucked and wrong. That isn't what you believe in.
The kids at Clemson's the collegiate national football champions. The kids at Clemson had their White House visit this week, and because of the shutdown, the White House couldn't make any food. So you know what Trump does? He goes, and I loved it. He's like, "We got a lot of big boys here." So out of his own pocket, he brought in like every fast food you can think of, and it was just like a fast food buffet. And the fucking players, loved it. That's who he is.
Of course, they fucking.
He's not this terrible guy. He's just a bro that got elected president.
That's it.
He really is.
He's just very blunt. He's very straightforward. And sure, he says a lot of stupid fucking shit.
Stupid.
But so does everybody else.
Jesus. In 30 episodes, how many fucking stupid things have I said on this damn thing? Hell,
It'd probably be easier to count how many stupid things we didn't say or how many things we said that were not stupid.
Let's just go back to episode 29 and we'll play Swole's unedited comments about another branch.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We got to save that. That's good dirt on him. We can blackmail him.
Oh, it's in there somewhere. It's cut out of the
No, but
for his pension he won't get.
Yeah. No, but I saw the article and they were like, the Democrats are looking into a northern border, and I was like, go fuck yourself, man. The only thing that's getting
they just got to be completely opposite. What is the complete opposite of trying to put a wall on the south? It's not no wall.
I'll tell you.
It's a wall to the north.
Oh, of course. I'll tell you what the Canadians do. The Canadians come across the border to get fentanyl and opioids, and that's a known thing, and that's fine. You know what we do? We go across the
And then they go back.
And then they go back. We go across the Canadian border to go get that aspirin mixed with codeine that they sell over the counter because those durs make you feel real good. Ask Chris Berman from ESPN.
Easier to make meth.
Ask Chris Berman from ESPN. No, you just take them.
Go get your no, but you can probably. It's probably a little more lax too on going up there to buy your.
Oh yeah, you can probably get Sudafed and
your,
shit like that.
You
of
know,
course.
That's why anybody up in the Michigan, you just got to drive right over.
Yeah, of course.
Go hit yourself a little Rite Aid or something.
Hit yourself a little Rite Aid. Get a pack of durs and some Sudafed. Psh.
And a 30 rack of Canada Light.
Hell yeah,
I don't know. Molson Ice.
Molson.
Natty Blue. Blue Molson.
Gross.
All of these are close, but they're not actual names. I'm just throwing them all together.
So yeah, that was one of my favorite articles of all time. Of all time.
Oh yeah.
What you got?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I haven't even looked. I mean, I looked, but I'm not. Hold on. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Do. I gotta see what makes.
Pop and jam.
What are we gonna? All right. Well, since we've touched on it, I seem to keep coming up with these Juul updates.
I thought we were going straight into murder.
No, not yet. The one thing that I fucking hate in vape life, Juul takes the small screen.
What, are they making a movie?
So the overall U.S. cancer death rate declined by 1% to 2% annually from 1991 to 2016. I don't know why that's there, but it's an interesting fact. So they will launch a $10 million television ad campaign targeting adult smokers with one clear message. At least it isn't selling cigarettes. I feel like we're so the campaign is going to do testimonials from adults using Juul to quit smoking cigarettes. But I don't know. I feel like everything that we were doing so far, putting a change in age limits and putting bans on certain things and not being able to get certain things in the stores with these e-cigarettes, we were going in the right direction to keep them out of kids' hands. Now, I can see trying to use it as a, hey, I use this to quit smoking, to show people that's what it's for. But you put a commercial out about it. One, you can't show cigarette commercials. You haven't been able to since, what, the 60s?
I think you can have
and now
commercials,
here we
but
are.
you can't. You can't
can't have cigarette commercials. That's a no-no.
Oh, there's none.
No
You're
cigarette.
right.
There's none. There hasn't been for, I don't know, maybe it's the 70s,
I'm thinking
80s?
of
I forget,
the
but it's
Truth commercials. I'm thinking of the Truth commercials.
Yes, yeah, that's the only ones you'll see, and that's not a cigarette commercial. That's a, hey, fucking don't smoke cigarettes. So maybe they're going to go the Truth route, but again, you see commercials, these kids growing up like, oh, I use this. People are going to want to use it. You know, it's the same reason they got rid of cigarette commercials. Because even promoting them made kids want to do them and spiked the fucking numbers. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but that's the latest update on e-cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to do. I mean, obviously it'll probably boost their sales and it'll be good for their company. That's not good for the average consumer.
Yeah.
It's not good for a kid to see that on television.
Yeah, you know. But I guess the one article I had that could have went with the other shit we were talking about is a record-breaking number of Americans want to get out of the U.S. forever.
I did see
I
that.
say do it.
I did see that.
I say do it.
I didn't.
Go ahead.
I didn't even want to click on it because I'm like, don't talk about
Go to
doing
another
something. Do
country
it.
and tell me how much happier you are. I think it's just a poll because apparently they gave stats from when Barack Obama and your boy Bush were in office, and it was 10% and 10% for Obama, 11% for Bush wanted to leave. With Trump right now, it is at 16%. So,
And
you know,
hold the phone, ya boy Bush, ya boy.
your boy Bush.
Jesus, don't put that
boy
on
Bush.
me. Don't put W on me.
I'd say your boy.
Don't put
Said
that.
your
Don't
boy
put that W
Bush.
on me, son.
Your boy
Ya
Bush.
boy.
You don't want that win, son? You don't want that
I
dub?
don't want that DUBYA.
Dub, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that article. I didn't even click on it because those polls
Yeah.
are stupid. Anybody can
Well, that's
stand
retarded.
outside and go, "Hey, do you really want to
Oh,
leave
I'm
the
sure.
country?" And
Exactly.
then they go, "Well, I don't really like Trump, so yeah, I probably would if I had the financial means to." Would you actually
Why I
do
don't
it?
talk
No,
to anybody
you
trying to
wouldn't.
do a survey on the
You
streets.
you fucking wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
You know what it is to uproot your entire family? Let's think of this. Let's think of this logically, real quick. Let's actually be smart about this. Let's buy a house. Let's buy property. Let's buy a house. Let's buy a condo. Okay. Now let's apply to become now a living citizen, right? And then I'm going to change my national. What does it take to get a? Let's say I'm moving to Britain. 10 years to get to get my citizenship approved.
Yeah,
Give me
probably.
a fucking break, guys. And then you go, oh, wait. Let's find a jobby. What do you do? What do you do?
Jobby.
What do you do? I'm a high school teacher. Oh, congrats. You
Jobby.
can move. The fuck out of here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that's that.
This is the time of the outrage culture. It's the outrage culture.
Oh, that's exactly
That's all
what
it
it
is,
is.
man.
Everybody's outraged,
Outraged.
about everything. Although, it's not much different than the past. It's just up more in the forefront with social media and news and all that. Everybody was always outraged.
Yeah.
Everybody always had not always, obviously there were a few presidents that had quite of a high approval rating, but they were very far and few between.
Well, now we can see it in
Set
every
that
day,
backwards.
right?
Well, that's it. It's in your
if
face
you're
every
outraged-
hour of every day.
If you're outraged, you can send a witty tweet out, and then if it gets retweeted 100 or 200 times, now 10,000 people have seen it.
Yeah,
Right?
Exactly.
100 retweets will probably get you 5,000, 5,000 eyes on that one tweet, and now another 100. Now you're at 10,000. Now we're at 100,000. Now 100,000 people have seen a witty tweet about your outrage of whatever. Stupid. Outrage.
Rage.
So I think all of the teachers took their Christmas sabbatical break and went fucking insane.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
A teacher was fired after a controversial slavery lesson.
What the fuck?
New York City teacher is heading to court after she was accused of forcing black students to lie on the floor while she stood on their backs
Wow.
during
okay.
a lesson
All
on
right.
slavery. Now,
Jesus Christ.
she's the one suing the New York School Board because she said she was wrongfully terminated. She says that did not happen. She says she has a witness. She said what occurred was is she gathered up all the black students and made them sit very closely together to emulate what it would be like to sit on a slave ship.
Okay, so how about do it with all the white kids or don't do it at all?
How about let's not demonstrate slavery?
No, but I think it would be funny if she did it with all the white kids. Then, got a
Hey,
raise.
let's
But you do it all the black kids, and no, don't do that because so disrespectful.
Let's just not have any kind of demonstrations of slavery. How about?
That's.
I know. There's an importance in teaching it, and I'm not
a bit
arguing.
atrocious.
I'm not arguing against teaching it.
Of course, we got to teach
has
it,
to be
but
taught,
there,
right?
you know, hey, did you learn it in school?
But
I did.
When we teach about God and Jesus,
did your teacher line up all the fucking black kids and show them what it'd be like to be on a boat? No.
when we're
don't
teaching
think
about
so.
God and Jesus, do we crucify kids too? Let's calm it down in these live demonstrations, okay? Okay. I think everybody gets it.
Jesus.
They were chained.
God.
We own them. They worked our plantations. I think we can understand that.
Well, they're doing that in New York, but in L.A. apparently they're all on strike.
Yeah, there's a big strike in L.A.
30,000 unionized teachers are on strike.
Yeah, good for them.
30,000. It's the first of its kind in 30 years.
Well, teachers need to be paid more. I mean, that's just...
Well, but see, the thing is, it's not
simple.
even really about pay. It's not really about pay.
What else are they arguing?
I agree, but it's not about pay.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, maybe part of it is pay. Of course, everybody would like to get a little boost in their pay. But apparently they're fighting for the school system to invest in more support staff and to shrink the class size because they're all at 32 plus students, which is very high.
Well, the problem with that is then we need to build more schools, and that costs a lot of money and land that LA doesn't have.
Well, don't live in LA. Okay?
No, true.
You guys wanted to have 20 million people in one area? Well, now you got to spend more money to build more schools.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You need more schools in an area that doesn't even have probably the space for another school,
You could find a spot. I'm sure there's a few buildings you could tear down.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but that would be. I mean, they're not gonna. If I'm a landowner and I know they're trying to build a school, that increases my land. That increases the property of my land.
Of course.
Now you're going to get into a legal
of
battle,
course.
and that's not
of
an
course.
easy fix.
And I know there's a lot of issues there and a lot of hurdles to jump and a lot of things to figure out. But you know what? There's a way to do everything, and
I think if
32 students in one classroom with one teacher is a lot.
No. I definitely think that I think a teacher and a teacher's aide for 25 is a good number.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, the superintendent said if we agree to the demands, the district would become bankrupt.
Probably.
And that may be so, but there's probably ways to find funding, ways to do things. Think about how much money is in LA.
And
there's a lot of money in LA.
That's exactly.
There's
what I was
a lot
say.
of ways to raise money. There's a lot of ways to have tuition schools. There's a lot of things you could do, and I don't even know anything about that situation, but I could probably come up with a few ideas, not really knowing anything.
Well, I caught this on YouTube the other day. It was a 3-part. They might be doing more. I don't know. But Bill Burr and Bert Kreischer are driving around in his car, and they're sponsored by what's the rental home app, the home buying app? Zillow, exactly. They're sponsored by Zillow, and they're literally just driving around LA, and they're talking, just bullshitting. It's funny, but Bert's got Zillow on his phone, and he's playing like the price game of houses, and they're showing the house and then telling you the price. And I'm pretty good at these things. I was so bad. Well,
it's a different market. You don't know the market.
I was like,
you got to know the market.
500,000, and then Bert goes 1.7 million, and I was like, okay. So the next one, I was like, let's say $1 million. He was like 5.2. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, a lot of money out there.
What the fuck?
Stupid money.
Fucking Derek
money.
Jeter's monstrosity on Harbor Island was $7 million, and that's a
Davis Island.
Yeah,
it was on Davis Island, wasn't it?
Yeah, Davis Island. Yeah, that thing's the size of a Best Buy. These houses that he was showing were normal houses.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Well, it's also probably part of the reason spring training there's a lot of spring training down here, especially Yankees here in Tampa. But, he got that. He wouldn't be able to get a house that size out there.
No, that's what I'm
If he
saying.
did, it would have cost 5 times the
Yeah,
amount.
that's what I'm saying. Like a house like that would have cost him $25
Not
million.
that he couldn't afford
No.
it, but it'd be ridiculous to get something that big out there.
No, that's why you do it here.
Exactly.
Fraction of the price. You live on the water.
Yep.
Here comes
Absolutely.
Here comes another school thing. School principal throws a mock funeral with a dead baby to motivate teachers.
What in the fuck?
He
God, they were drinking all the shine.
He made a cardboard coffin, put a baby doll in there, and he said it was a way to increase morale.
I like the enthusiasm. I think in another context, maybe. Not going to increase morale.
Well,
who wants to see a dead baby in a coffin?
Wait. Some educators who had suffered childbirth issues were emotionally driven to leave the room.
Naturally.
The teachers were instructed to act as though they were in mourning. There was a tiny casket in the middle of the room with a dead baby doll. The principal wanted to motivate the teachers following, and I guess they just recently got the results of a 2015 study that showed the school had performed in the bottom 50% in math and reading in the state. So the principal used the, quote, burying as a motif, as if they were burying the data and also demonstrate the wasted potential of their students.
Jesus Christ.
Let's bring that fucker full circle.
God.
If you've ever had a miscarriage, you're quitting your job.
Where was this?
Ooh. Get Well Elementary School. What a fucking name. Get Well Elementary School in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis.
Volunteers.
I told you. I knew it. I knew I hated that state for some reason.
Yeah, I like Tennessee, but I don't plan on raising kids there. I'd like to maybe get a little log cabin up in the woods and,
We should start on Instagram our list of elementary and high schools that you should not attend, because every couple of weeks we have these articles of just...
We got a new one.
These atrocities.
Do not attend. Do not attend here. Do not attend there.
Could you imagine?
Hashtag anything that has to do with that region, state, city, town, county.
Could you imagine going into this meeting thinking that it's a morale booster meeting, only to see
hey, we're gonna have a good meeting tomorrow morning, guys. You know, we're gonna really turn this around. I got some great ideas on how to get rid of this negative outcome that we've got on this on these test scores, and you guys are gonna love it. Come in ready. All right, sounds good.
Thanks, bro.
Well, here's the dead baby. Let me just start with that.
And for our final...
What the fuck?
And for our final school fuck-up of the break...
Oh, boy, we got one more.
We
came back into the new year hot.
Oh, yeah. Last week, your inbox was full of murder. My inbox was full of fucking creepy teachers.
Jesus. So we got the slavery chief.
Yep.
We got the fucking... the dead baby mortician, and what else we got?
High school teacher Martin Applebaum was suspended for 5 days without pay for photographing a female student without permission and commenting on her gym clothes and giving her a failing grade in the class when she dropped his class.
I'm sorry, 5 days? How about fired?
How about fired?
Jail. Fired and go check his computer and probably jail time.
He apparently commented that her gym clothes were cute. I'm sorry, I went to elementary and high school, and gym clothes, not cute at all. Shorts and a t-shirt, and it's unflattering.
Well, yeah.
He took pictures of her.
T-shirt.
Applebaum told the student that the pictures would be published on Schoology, a website for parents and families. After the photo, the student dropped the class and her grade was changed from an A to an F.
Jesus.
Here's the kicker. In 2008, he was suspended 1 day for showing 2 of his classes a graphic anti-circumcision video, he stated that the students were curious, wanted it.
Jesus. These motherfucking people.
Bro, he's got a track record, and you go 5 days without pay is good. No, man.
5 days, yeah.
You were hitting on a high school student, and mind you, he doesn't pass the eye test at all.
Yeah, probably.
When I saw his
but
picture,
with a teacher, it's a little harder to.
Oh, when I saw his picture, I said, "That's exactly what I thought."
Of course.
Yeah, I mean,
of course.
Look, you're a 50+ old man. Don't be commenting on young girls' gym clothes and taking pictures of them. That's in my opinion.
Yeah, that's creepy, fucked up, and
creepy.
Fired.
You need to be fired. You need to be Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so South Carolina, is that all we had for schools? You said that was the last one, right?
That would be it for schools, yeah.
All right, so South Carolina, on the hunt for a young man, went to that old McDonald's and orders a large fry and a coffee, I presume. Waited forever to get his large fry. Said, fuck this. Threw the cup of hot coffee in one of the employees' faces.
I saw this. Yeah, he threw the hot coffee. Right?
Did you see that?
Yeah. I didn't know if there was a video. I didn't really click on it because I was
no. There's a surveillance picture of him.
Yeah.
I assume because it's a picture of the guy in the drive-through, so he must have also ordered a coffee to have the coffee to throw. Whereas if he went inside, maybe somebody else ordered the coffee. Who goes to McDonald's and just orders a coffee and a large fry?
I probably would. I don't think that's a big deal.
I'm not saying it's a big deal. I'm just saying what kind of animal does that?
Okay, so
let me get a hot coffee and a large fry because I am a piece of shit.
Okay, well you're on your way home from you're on your way home from work, right? And it's been a long day.
Yep, getting a McFlurry.
You got a long night. You want a cup of coffee.
Yep, getting a McFlurry.
You go get a cup of coffee, right, at McDonald's. Their coffee's not bad.
Of course.
And
not good.
You roll down your window to order and you smell those luscious fries. You're not going to order a largie?
No. How many times have we gotten drunk and went to McDonald's and not ordered fries?
I know. We always go Nug Life, baby. Nug Life.
We always go Nug Life and McFlurry.
Yeah. All right. He's a psychopath.
Nug Life, Oreo, McFlurry.
I'm convinced he's a psychopath now.
Oh, of course he is. I mean, he threw hot coffee on the bitch's face because fries took too long.
That's ridiculous. When the fries take long, that means you're getting a fresh batch.
They're fresh.
I'm happy.
They're fresh. They're fucking fresh.
I'm happy.
They're fresh. Ugh. So, apparently, Harley Davidson dropping in August 2019, coming out with the first all-electric motorcycle.
What the fuck's the point of that?
And it is a fucking beauty.
Is it really?
It's a good-looking bike. I mean, there's a few little odd-looking things, but I think it's a pretty good-looking bike. But it doesn't come at a easy cost. $30,000. $30,000.
You said 2019. Is it called the Livewire?
Yes, okay. I believe that was the name.
Here. Yeah, this is their website.
Yeah, it almost looks like a hybrid.
Look nice.
It's a good looking bike, right?
Yeah,
like it's almost a hybrid of a Harley and like a crotch rocket.
Well, it's like their Harley. It's like their Harley 80. It's like their Harley 889, the Roadster. I think it's the 889.
883. You do not compare to the 883. That is.
It reminds me of the 883.
You suck a bag of dicks.
Don't lie.
Suck a bag of dicks.
When you look at it, when you take a quick peek, it reminds you of the 883.
Does not.
If the back seat was a little more tapered over the
I've
back wheel.
studied the 883 a million times because I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah, I was looking at one the other day.
But yeah, $30,000 seems a little steep when
A
you
little
can get a
matte
fucking
black
Tesla
883.
for just a little bit more than that, you know.
Yeah.
But it is an all-electric
Well,
vehicle,
the
so
first rendition of everything
First
is
of its kind.
always going to be a little more.
yeah. So you know, if they're able to get the first one out at 30, give it a couple of years, they're going to have a very reasonably priced
18,
one.
16 around there.
Yeah, we'll be able to drop it down a good, 10 to 20 grand, I would hope. So, but I thought that was actually pretty cool, and it's a decent looking bike.
I'm thoroughly surprised.
I mean, I was too. I was like, that's actually
you could
not
see
a
the
bad
battery at
looking
the
bike.
bottom. I think that silver's the battery.
yeah.
Yeah, thoroughly surprised. God,
It's
it
a good
reminds me
looking
of
bike.
883. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Fucking psychopath.
No, you're an idiot.
Psychopath.
Oh shit,
But yeah, I thought that
that's good.
that was pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see the point of an electric motorcycle. I see the point of an electric car, but I mean, I'm sure they're going to get some idiot that's just a Harley nut that'll pay the 30 for it.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because I mean,
of course.
there's those, with every car, with every brand, you have your,
Well, you're gonna have
niche.
Harley nuts, and
Yeah.
you're gonna have electric vehicles, and
We got to get Swole like a leather jacket without the sleeves, and just like design like a logo, and get his own gang started.
no, it just needs to be his face, son.
And yeah, there's the logo. Now, what are we going to call
Big
his
back
gang?
patch.
What's his gang called?
Swole MC.
That was easy. Jesus, that didn't take any time. I was that was like Swole something, and then you say Swole MC. Done.
MC.
Done.
MC. Just add MC to it. That's all you need.
Get him a little
all
Red
you
Bull
need.
sponsorship.
Oh yeah. That'd be nice.
Zaddy expects a couple of T-shirts and a hat.
Yeah, me too. We'll see what happens.
So,
There's some friction I'm working on.
oh, friction. What do we got? C4
Press
classified.
release. Yeah.
So an Instagram influencer, Dime Piece, Ruby Tuesday Matthews, horrible name. Change your name.
Ruby Tuesday
Yeah,
Matthews.
horrible fucking name.
What the fuck?
Australian, check yes. Dime Piece, check yes. Name, hard pass. Is opening up about how she was able to maintain her slim figure before having 2 children. Also, mom, check yes. Now I'm back in. So she was talking about her, like the way she was able to keep her slim figure prior to having 2 kids, and she said that her diet consisted of tapas, which are like appetizers, like small plates.
Small plate.
She said she would eat tapas, cocaine, black coffee, and cigarettes. And people are lauding her for her honesty. And it astounds me because so many Instagram influencers, models, whatever, that's common. Now, I don't know why people are shocked by this answer.
Well, because nobody actually ever admits it.
Well, when they asked...
And when you're listed as a public figure, probably shouldn't promote cocaine.
yeah, but it shouldn't be like... I don't know where it's shocking. Like when they asked... what's that fucking girl's name from Black
She's
Swan?
kind of really weird looking.
The picture on the...
I'm not impressed.
The picture I have on the website, she looks damn good.
She's not a bad looking girl.
What's
but
the?
she's,
I'm
something
clicking her
weird
name
about
now. It's sending me to her Instagram. I didn't look at her Instagram.
And now that I know she's a coke whore, it's even worse.
Oh yeah, you can tell she's done coke.
Oh, yeah, her
she was
her face is fucked.
She was she was coke all first team.
Yeah.
Well, she's also had 2 kids too, so all her shit got stretched out a couple times.
That's not a problem. I'm seeing what appear to be a couple older
No. I
pictures
wasn't
and
saying that was a problem.
Clearly
I was
looks
saying,
better. clearly looks better.
Oh yeah.
Wonder if she did the coke while pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Maintain that figure.
Daddy needs
Father looks like a fucking rapist.
Daddy needs a little leche.
Her, I'm assuming the baby daddy looks like he probably slits a lot of throats.
But like when they asked, what's the actress's name from Black Swan?
Natalie Portman?
Now the other one, Mila Kunis. When they asked Mila Kunis how she slimmed down so much for the part, she said she just took up smoking again. Like she just would smoke cigarettes and she wouldn't eat for days.
Yeah.
You know, because she was a previous smoker and she knew that, you know, when she smoked, she ate less.
Yeah, she ate less, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she was very honest about it. So it was funny to me. People were reposting this article and it got a ton of fucking traction on Instagram. I'm like, oh, well, it's something if you would have asked me, hey, what do you think her diet was when she was a model prior to having kids? I would have told you. A lot of cocaine, maybe Adderall, you know?
Yeah.
Anything that suppresses your appetite.
Something of the sort.
Yeah. So, it's just stupid. Did you hear about the egg on Instagram?
You're still recording, right, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Did you see the egg on Instagram?
What egg?
So someone posted a picture, literally just a picture of a fucking egg. And their whole goal was to make that the most liked photo on Instagram because the most liked photo is by one of the Jenners' kids.
Oh boy.
Like a baby photo. It's got like 18 million likes or some shit like that. So their goal was to get this egg at the most likes ever, and they just crossed like 40 million likes.
Okay.
It's literally a fucking picture of an egg.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I wonder which one. Yeah, so you said that, so I just searched egg. And there's a ton of pictures of eggs, but there's so many, and they all have like, 1,000 likes here, a couple hundred likes here. Ridiculous. Well, I don't even know why. Why would you do why?
I don't know.
Oh, so this one, somebody posted a picture of a dildo and put an egg in place of the head. So you just see a dildo and then an egg covering the head.
You gotta love Instagram.
And that hasn't been taken down.
You gotta love Instagram,
But yet,
baby.
you know, you post something that has a little centimeter of a nip slip and gone.
Yeah, dude, you show any kind of nipple on Instagram and they have a fucking
But let's put a giant dildo.
The handle
here.
for the egg is let me tell you what, the fucking handle for this Instagram account for the egg got verified on Instagram, which is it's one of the hardest things like to do, especially when you're just a fake fucking account.
The exhibit.
It's world_record_egg.
Jesus Christ.
It's got 46.5 million likes. Oh, damn it, Mikey. Mikey liked it. Damn it.
Hashtag world. Oh, okay. No. World record egg.
World
record egg. BFF with the egg.
Yeah, that's it.
So ridiculous.
I'm glad they chose brown egg because, you know.
It's a private account.
Is it really?
Most like pick on it. How are you going to have a private account when you're trying to... Interesting. Whatever. Don't care. Moving on.
So the Sandy Hook parents, the Sandy Hook shooting parents, they won a legal victory against Alex Jones this week. They what did they get? It's a sizable victory for them because he's been trying to suppress certain documents and things like that to show that he didn't benefit from him talking about the conspiracy. So a judge in Connecticut has granted the family's discovery request, allowing them to access, among other things, InfoWars internal marketing and financial documents because they believe that he actually marketed his viewers to his side and then benefited from his coverage of the controversy of the, what do you call them? Conspiracy.
Yep.
Yeah, the families allege that Alex Jones have his financial networks trafficked in lies and hate in order to profit from the grief of the victims, and their discoveratory requests were granted, and it was kind of up in the air whether it was going to happen or not. So that's a big blow for him.
Yeah.
Because now if he did make $1 off this, he is fucked royally.
Yeah.
He's beyond fucked.
Well, no, he's lied about it. Whereas if he did and was like, yeah, did, but
that's where we, they're out there. They're
weird.
in cloaks. They're in the forest, and these people are literally having gay sex in coffins. Okay. They're swimming in feces. Okay.
What the fuck?
That's where we, they're out there. They're in cloaks. They're in the forest, and these people are literally having gay sex in coffins. Okay. They're swimming in feces.
Great.
I can't stop this now.
That's where we,
Oh boy.
Guys,
Oh boy.
Damn, Alex Jones came live on our podcast.
Oh boy.
Had a couple Alex Jones sound bits. He believes.
Oh boy.
He believes they're making frogs gay.
Okay.
They're making the frogs gay.
Psychopath.
But yeah, hey, the last thing I had was, did you see The Rock having to come out and say that this interview that they were posting all over online was fake?
I saw something about it, and I just stayed away from it.
Well, I clicked on it because the website that posted it was like a no-name website, and I only looked into it because we follow him on Instagram, and I saw his post, and some of the excerpts from the fake interview, quote unquote fake interview, was so many good people fought for freedom and equality, but this generation are looking for a reason to be offended. If you're not agreeing with them, you're offended. And that is not what so many great men and women fought for. We thankfully now live in a world that has progressed over the last 30, 40 years. People can be who they want, be with who they want, and live how they want. That can only be a good thing, but Generation Snowflake, or whatever you want to call them, are actually putting us backwards. And like all the millennials, because unfortunately we're millennials, were outraged by this fake interview because the term Generation Snowflake. I don't have any problem with you calling me that, because that's exactly what my generation is.
Well, that's why people are outraged. Now, but how is it? How is it a fake interview?
They posted, they typed this out, and they said that this was a sit-down interview they had with The Rock. And they typed an article
it was just
about
a
it.
type out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they posted it on their website, like if it was an actual sit-down interview.
Random.
And it wasn't. And he had to come out and post on his Instagram, like, I never said that. Why would I?
I saw he was giving an apology, and I was just like, I don't.
Well, one of the things I can say,
I like The Rock,
he's a
and
nice
it
guy.
sounded stupid. Yeah, it sounded. I was like, fuck off, I heard him saying he wanted to apologize about a fake interview, and I was like, nope, fuck off.
Yeah,
don't care. Don't even need to hear you say it, bud. Don't care. It's fine.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever. Like, now we're resorting to making fake interviews. Like, what the fuck, man?
Of course, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Honestly, what in the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
What?
Netflix is going up yet again.
$13, right?
Yeah. It just went up last year, didn't it?
Oh, well,
Pretty sure.
Well, they made the tiering thing now, right? I think that was the last year thing. Like, if you only wanted to pay the $9, you can only do like 5 devices, and you can only download on so many. Like, they just put like restraints on you. But if you wanted to pay more,
I think that but there was also a price change either last year or the year before. Aside from the tiers,
okay,
which they've always had tiers, they just haven't talked about them for about 10 years up until when they did that.
Yeah.
They never didn't have tiers up until a couple of years ago. At the last, I haven't checked in a long time, but up until a couple of years ago, you could still get a DVD in the mail.
Yeah, you can. You got to pay like
I don't know if you still
$2 a
can,
month.
but you could.
Yeah, I think you still can.
Yeah, ridiculous. But yeah, so horse shit.
Yeah, but I had a feeling like because every couple of months
it's just going to keep climbing.
Every couple of months, somebody reports on it, and Netflix is going to go up. This streaming platform is going to go up. It was bound to happen now because Disney's ramping up their own streaming thing, and I think they're going to pull their movies from basically everyone. Disney owns ESPN, God knows what. So that's a pretty lucrative thing for them to do. So you would imagine that Netflix would have to make a little more capital because they're going to have to start making some more riskier moves. Hello.
I didn't hear all that, but
yeah, well,
I'm sure it was fine.
No,
it'll be in the podcast.
They're going to have to make more risky
but see,
moves.
for me, all the more reason to keep it the same price when something as big as Disney is coming out, because it's like, well, make people happy. They'll make them fucking jump ship.
Well, for me, I look at this.
So many more options now.
I look at this as like a cyclical thing. That's the reason why ESPN had all those employee layoffs, is that they were having, instead of competing with Fox and CBS to keep, sporting contracts down, they were just buying them all up.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Netflix is going to start doing. They're going to start buying shit up, so they need the capital, and that's exactly why cable kind of failed. Sure. Cable got so expensive because they offered 5,000 channels, but really and truly you're only watching 25.
Yeah. But you're paying for all these other ones.
Yeah. So if they go that route, that's how cable failed. And I'm not going to say I don't think Netflix will ever fail, but they'll fall on hard times if that's what they think, if that's the route that they're going.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that Pluto app is 100% free, and it's got like 200 channels, some shit like that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how they can do that.
Yeah, well, because they just run a couple of ads and. Yeah,
exactly. Get ad money. It's essentially YouTube, right?
Yeah, exactly. What is YouTube TV, like $10 a month too?
Don't know, don't care. Never gonna pay for that.
Oh, we gotta subscribe. Make a dent.
No more dents.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently Nike has finally achieved its decade-long dream of an auto-lacing shoe.
I saw that this morning, and I didn't even want to click on it because...
Hey, man, you don't want to get yourself a fucking...
No, I don't.
Come on, Marty McFly.
It connects to your phone, right?
I honestly, probably, I don't even know. The shoe is ugly as fuck,
yeah.
But I'm just glad that they have it, so now we can actually be in Back to the Future soon.
I don't really want a shoe to tie for me. I'd like tying my shoe. I got wide feet. I like to adjust them. I'm good.
You don't, though. That's why you wear slip-ons all the time.
I do always have fucking Toms or sandals.
Jesus.
I wear those Under Armour running shoes a lot now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I got them dum-dums, them Velcros, son. That's what that's what I'm doing. I'm going all the way back. I'm getting me some Velcros.
It's just the new Velcro.
I'm just going to go get me a pair of all white Velcros.
Just the new Velcro.
Those Sex Offender 7s, baby. Hell
Sex
yeah.
Offender 6s. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Have you... I don't follow CJ Lindy too much anymore. Right. 120.
124.
Yeah, I don't follow CJ Lindy much anymore. I see him every once in a while on Instagram.
No,
but I peeked at his Twitter. His Twitter is awful.
Of course it is. No, I don't ever look at his shit, really. Every once in a while, I'll see something
his dick is all over that Twitter. And the other day, he posted a video of him just pissing on that poor girl.
Jesus Christ.
Because she does the cam things, the cam soda.
Can we get off of this?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Jesus Christ. That was a wormhole for me for about 4 minutes, and then I was like, yep, I'm out.
Every time I see it, something on it, it's like he's trying to fuck his mom. Or,
yeah, bro, it's so, oh my God,
just
what the fuck,
weird.
Man?
It's weird.
Yeah, it'd be cool to hang out with for like one night, for like probably an hour tops.
Yeah, I wouldn't even give him one night. It's like Vinny times a million.
Yeah,
know?
it's 1 hour. You get 1 hour, and then, oh, wait, you just
yeah.
try to spit vodka in my mouth?
Oh,
I'm out.
wait, you're annoying.
Yeah.
You get an hour.
All right, man. Call it a day?
Wrap this bitch up?
Yeah, let's wrap this thing up.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Shall we wrap this thing up?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to wrap up, but, yeah, I mean, we're good.
We want to wrap it up?
Hard pass. Hard pass. Oh, we're talking about the podcast. I thought we were talking about something else.
No, wrapping it up.
No.
All right. Well, shall we wrap it up?
Sounds good.
All right.